Hey, what's up everyone, TJ here. In this video, I'm reviewing the Salomon Dancehaul Pro in collaboration with Snowboard Magazine. Let's get into it. All right, real quick for your reference before I talk about the tech, I'm 5'10", I weigh around 155 pounds, and I tested this board in size 152. Now this is gonna have the same geometry as the regular Dancehaul, but it's like the more premium beefed up version of that snowboard. It's very lightweight as well. And this is like an all mountain focused board on the Salomon lineup, but it was very capable in powder as well. It has a tapered directional design. So you're gonna get a directional outline in this snowboard with noticeably more nose up front outside the front contact points, as well as 12 millimeters of taper. So the tail is a little bit narrower than the nose. Both of those things are going to give this board more surface area up front to help you out in softer snow conditions and just keep that nose up a little bit more easily. But the stance at reference is actually centered in the side cut. So this board still maintains a relatively freestyle character at the same time. You're going to get Salomon's rock out camber profile in this one. So it is a camber dominant snowboard with positive camber through the body of the board to give you some nice stability underfoot and some nice energy, but you are going to get a reverse camber blend going out to the contact points to mellow things out a little bit. You're also going to get a lot of carbon fiber built into the layup of this snowboard. You're going to find their Ghost carbon beam. So that's two fat strips of carbon running tip to tail down the entire length of the snowboard, as well as some basalt stringers mixed in there for some dampening. But that carbon fiber, it's a nice lightweight additive that helps provide more energy and snap in the board. And beyond that, you're also going to get their gunslinger sidewalls, what they call it. So that actually has more carbon built right into the sidewall, running pretty much down the full length of the snowboard. And Salomon doesn't actually say this, but from what I can see here, it looks like it's sandwiched between like two layers of their rubber dampening system, like the Royal rubber rails. So that's going to give you more snap, but also provide a nice dampening benefit. And to round things out, you are going to get a sintered base in this snowboard, which is a higher end, dense base material that's known to be tougher and faster compared to an extruded base. And as with any sintered base, you do want to make sure to wax this board regularly to maintain that optimal feel through the season. But with the Dancehaul Pro, you actually get a stone ground finish as well. So there's some structure in the base material that's going to make it even faster out there. So that's a nice value add to see as well. And that's it for a quick tech breakdown. Let's get into how this board feels around the mountain. All right, let's start off talking about the flex you're gonna find in this snowboard. So at 155 pounds, I'm on the low end of the recommended weight range for this snowboard at size 152. And I found this board to have a sturdy mid flex that's even a little on the stiffer side of medium. You're gonna get some solid stability out of this snowboard with a capable feeling for exploring. But what surprised me the most with this one is the precision you're gonna find in it. You get a lot of power to the edges, and that gives you a noticeably precise feel. And I think the width plays a factor in that as well. You can still get some presses going and have fun playing around with butters with this one, but it has a level of stability that's going to make you have to commit a little bit more to find those sweet spots in the flex. It's definitely more of a precise than forgiving feeling snowboard as well, so your edge control needs to be on point for flat tricks in my opinion. You don't want to get caught up out there. It does offer a ton of pop though, especially considering how light this snowboard is. It loads and holds tension very well and snaps back with a springy, energetic feel. That was a big highlight for me with this one. And even though this board is more all mountain focused, I think it still maintains a nice freestyle character and has a good feel as an all-around park board as well. Directional features are noticeable, and it has a bit of a different feel going switch, which does take a little bit of getting used to, but it still feels very comfortable overall. With the control and stability this board offers, I'd say it's a little bit more jump leaning, but you can still have fun on the jibs. It's not as comfy on the approach as something like the Huck Knife or even the Assassin on the Salomon lineup, but it's plenty of fun. You might have to be a little bit more on point, but you can still press it, get techie with it, and expect plenty of stability for getting some air time and even stepping up to some bigger features. This thing's pretty capable in the terrain park. Carving and exploring was another highlight for me with the Dancehaul Pro. I think it's another area where that width is particularly noticeable, and at size 152, you're gonna get a 26.4 centimeter waist. So a generous amount of width that's gonna make aggressive edge angles much more accessible. And if you have a larger boot size, that's a great benefit for you as well. You're also gonna find a 7-meter side cut at this size. So that's gonna give you quick, snappy, energetic turns and makes this board a pleasure on the groomers. That width takes slightly more effort to go edge to edge, but being able to dive into carbs the way you can on this thing is well worth that trade-off. And honestly, I think some width like this really elevates that overall carving experience. And if you enjoy playing around with that side of snowboarding, I think you're gonna really enjoy the feel of the Dancehaul. It holds up at high speeds. You're gonna get minimal chatter as you let this thing loose and bomb some hills, and it has a pretty smooth feel that stays stable through variable snow as well. I was also able to get this board out on a nice deep backcountry day here in Colorado, and this thing is a lot of fun in the POW as well. That width and taper offer some great float, even with the stance centered, but they set their reference stance towards the front of the insert pack, so if you want to, you can set your stance way back for even easier float and a more nimble feel in deeper snow with a shorter tail. It's definitely a board I would not hesitate to take out on a deep day. It feels good on drops, it turns well, and it has plenty of float to offer. Overall, the Dancehaul Pro is a bit of a quiver killer. It's a great choice for you more all mountain focused riders that enjoy exploring the resort and want a board that brings something to the table regardless of what condition you find yourself in. I really like how light this board is in combination with the versatility, precision, and freestyle character you're gonna find in it. And the width is nice as well. It allows you to size down for more maneuverability and still stays solid underfoot. So if you're looking for something like that, consider the Salomon Dancehaul Pro, or if you want something a little bit mellower, check out the regular Dancehaul. I'm gonna have this board linked down below this video so it's easy for you to find, as well as a link to the latest issue of Snowboard Magazine. So please make sure to go check that out. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching today. Let me know what you think about this one down in the comments. And if you got some value, please make sure to drop a like before you leave. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here, and I will see you in a new review next time. Later, guys.